Rachel mentioned the amount of money which turns the economy. We're $34 trillion in debt. We've printed money we don't have, that's led to massive inflation. How do you change that and turn that around to average Americans out there who are struggling every single day, worse and worse under Joe Biden's economy?
So we were doing great. We were energy independent. We were soon going to be energy dominant. I didn't want the Russian pipeline to be built because of the fact, very simple, I wanted to supply them with the energy. The whole thing was all of, we're going to make a fortune. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, including Saudi Arabia and then I do Anwar in Alaska, which is the biggest find. It's as big as Saudi Arabia. Some people say it's bigger. And Biden closes it up in his first week. The first Department of Interior, the person in charge, closed it in her first day in office. Ronald Reagan tried to get it. He couldn't get it. Everybody tried to get it. Bush, I got it. And they closed it up, but I'm going to reinstitute it very quickly. It'll happen very fast. But think of it. So we were rocking and rolling. We were energy independent. We were soon going to be double the size. We were in third place, and even beyond that, when I took over, we were leading. You have to see a graph. Russia, Saudi Arabia above them, Russia second, we're third, and then we go like this. I mean, we were going to be energy dominant. We were doing things. The way you have to solve it is through growth. And
but
we were
also
have
cutting, right, Mr. President?
Yes, growth and cutting. The problem I had is we were starting to really rock and roll. We had the greatest economy ever, and then we got hit with COVID. And if I didn't throw money at COVID, we would have had a depression like in 1929. And if I don't win, you're going to have a depression like in 1929. You know, one of the, I'll just say Scott, one of the greatest analysts on Wall Street, considered maybe the best, he said the only reason the stock market's high is because they think Trump is going to win.
Listen, I think that one of your strongest points is that you're a businessman, and people love that you ran this country like a business. And I believe that if you got in office, you will get the oil pipes going again, we'll get energy going, and I believe that we will grow. But it's really hard when you're a politician to cut. Your friend Milei in Argentina, he cut whole agencies, and now they went from 25% growth per month in inflation down to 8% per month. So it works. Are you willing to?
You know he's MAGA. You know that.
I know he is. He's my friend. That's why I brought it up.
No, he's my biggest fan.
He's a great
Make
guy.
Argentina great again. It works out perfectly, right? No, that's what he calls it. He says he has hats. Make Argentina great again.
But he has. But he's cut agencies. Are you willing to make those kinds of dramatic cuts? Because I really think we have young kids, all of us. I think their futures are on the line. I mean, as he said, $34 trillion in debt. I think that means we're paying almost $1 trillion in interest.
I'll give you an example.
Is it every month?
I'll give you.
Every year.
You mentioned the kids. So we're going to cut the Department of Education, let it be run locally. We have this
the Department of Education?
End it, other than to have a little tiny coordination. You know, it would be nice to make sure that everybody's teaching English. Yeah. You know, let them learn English, okay?
I love this.
But no, we're cutting the Department of Education. I was ready to do it before. And then, again, the COVID really, if we didn't throw money at that, you would have had a depression. We would have been in a depression. And when I got out, the stock market was higher than when just before COVID came in.
So that will be the first. That will be the first department.
Oh, it's going to happen. That's going to happen immediately. We're going to do like Department of Interior. There's so many things you can do. One of the things that's so bad for us is the environmental agencies. They make it impossible to do anything. And so in Louisiana, they had these massive refineries, that LNG plants, but massive, essentially refineries. 14, 15 years they've been trying to get permits. I got it done in one day. One day I got the permit. Don't tell anybody, please. I got it. I didn't know who the hell was doing it. In one case, Japan was putting, and by the way, they're like $20 billion, a massive. These are like the Empire State Building laid down ×2 on its side. All pipes. I mean, it's unbelievable on the coast in Louisiana. And I got those things, the first one I got done in like 24 hours. They worked on it for 14 years. And it was terrible. I mean, what they were doing. The environmental agencies have stopped doing. They stop you from doing business in this country, and we did a great job.
It's a war on Americans.